Right, next to run is a relative newcomer to the sport, Mr. Alan Bray, running agility champion Siren Song Tantrums and Tiaras at Up and Over. Making a very nice start there. Alan making sure of the contact before he sends the dog on into the tunnel. Taking off to cover this long straight across the middle of the ring. And a nice blind change there to sharpen the dog up for that number 8. Through the Kennel Club jump and turning back now into the weaving poles as Alan crosses behind. So here we go through the tunnel. So this tight combination at the top, they want to get a nice tight turn around number 14. And just making Alan making absolutely sure of that down contact on the A-frame. So just 3 to go. Come on, Alan. Yes, well done. So we have a clear round in a 48.246 for Mr. Alan Bray. Right, next to run, we have Bonnie Quick with Agility Champion Gold Heart Trail of Flames. I love this little dog. So Bonnie, of course, a very experienced handler, having competed both with her collies and with this little dog, but unfortunately Shelley's enthusiasm got the better of her there and she just picked up the jump instead of the tunnel. It's nice to see this dog running again. I understand she'd had a period of injury this year, so it's really lovely to see them back out on courses again together. Making absolutely sure of that seesaw contact. Good girl. She's coming back and out and around to the weaving poles. Bonnie crossing behind and leaving Shelley to pick up the line herself. Okay, she missed out that tunnel. It was obviously an optional part. Oh, what a good dog. And there they go. They're just having already been eliminated, they've just taken the short line out of the course. So next to run, we have Clive Foden with Agility Champion Moansea's Mischief, one of Clive's several Shelties. Clive, another very experienced handler, and very well known for his enthusiasm on the course. Manages to come up with rather spectacular noises normally to keep his dogs enthusiastic and on course. Ooh. Just coming in and nice tight turn around that Kennel Club side and picking up the weaves, and you can see the little Sheltie, or Shoutie as they're also called, making her opinion known. Coming back now. So just the 3 to go now. There we go. So that's a clear round in a time of 46.750. So next to run we have Rosie Cavell with Agility Champion Daemonic Daredevil, another working Cocker Spaniel. This is Rosie's, Dare is Rosie's younger agility champion, having just been made up, I believe, this year to agility champion status. So Rosie making a nice straight line across the middle of the ring there, and up to the seesaw, up through the Kennel Club sign, making a nice sharp turn back to those weaving poles. Rosie getting ahead and being able to swap sides to sharpen the line up towards the tunnel. Lovely run through the down contact there on the A-frame, so just 3 to go. Come on, Rosie, come on, Dare. Lovely, that is a lovely clear round in a time of 43.440 for Rosie and Dare. Right, next under starters orders we have Chrissy Mitchell and her crossbreed Little Blue Edition. So Chrissy, another handler. Oh yes, interesting. The dog seemed to choose its own line around that jump, but still might not have been the line that Chrissy would have chosen, but still clear, so that works okay. So this combination across the middle of the field. Back to the seesaw now. Picking up a nice line into those weaving poles. And Chrissy again just swapping at the end of the weaving poles to straighten up the line towards the next few obstacles. But sadly just picking up the wrong side of number 14 there to be eliminated.
Hey, Kurt, sorry, it does that.
So next to run we have Jackie Tyne with Gibble Chloe's Legacy, another working Cocker Spaniel. Jackie being another of these people who's been around the sport seemingly forever, very experienced with a lot of dogs. Hails from up around the Durham area as I understand it. Oh, lovely quick line through the middle of the course there. Oh, but just not quite sure about the seesaw. And now picking up an elimination as the dog took the contact in the wrong direction. But Jackie carrying on, and they will finish the course. Just a little moment of hesitation there in the weaves as well. Nice tight turn back to the A-frame. Jackie making sure of that contact. So just two more obstacles to go here. Right, next to run we have Zoe Council with Jessie Blackjack. Again, a working Cocker Spaniel. You don't have to have a working Cocker Spaniel to run in the small competition, but they are very successful. So Zoe setting the dog up nice, long way back from the start, so the dog is running at full speed by the time it starts the timing gates. Beautiful tight turn back round number 3 and on to number 4, the dog walk now, straight into the tunnel. So we're getting a good connection back with the dog for the sprint across the middle of the ring. Turning back now to the seesaw. And the dog really dipping in to push that contact down as quickly as it could. So making a nice blind switch at the end of the weaves in order to straighten the line up again. So nice solid A-frame contact there. Just the 4 to go now, so 3 to go. Come on, Zoe. There we go. A lovely clear round in a time of 44.104. Right, next to run we have Lee Harfield with Devon Gem Tis a Star. Again, a working Cocker Spaniel. Now I know this is Lee's young dog. She's only just started competing with her this season, I believe. So it's an amazing achievement to have qualified for this already. Lee, of course, very experienced with her other dogs. So well used to the pressure of these main ring events. So Tizzy just took a little quick glance at that jump, and Lee's chosen to send her around the other side of that obstacle number 6. She certainly doesn't look like a young dog with the way she's running at the moment. So she's picked up the weaving poles nicely, and Lee getting just sadly picking up an elimination there for missing out number 12. But still, I'm sure she's got many more opportunities ahead of this young combination. And so fantastic for a young dog to have an experience like this at her first season of competing. So well done, Lee and Tizzy. Right, next under starters orders we have Jem Smith with Ruark Luna Flick, a Papillon. So Jem getting a nice tight turn there back to number 3. Back around number 3, I should say. Nice confident send on into the tunnel. So Jem's heading off across this combination around the middle of the ring. Nice tight turn back to the seesaw. The dog pushing the contact down. Coming back up to the weaving poles. Nice and confident. And Jem manages that front cross at the end of the weaves again to straighten the line. Coming around and up and over the A-frame. Nice solid contact there. So just the 4 obstacles to go now, just the final few jumps. So trying my hardest not to put commentator's curse on, and yes, there we have a clear in 44.329. Right, next to run we have Katie Hemming with Lady Bella Mooks, a crossbreed. So, again, the dog just taking its own opinion about which side of number 3 to come round, and sadly being eliminated as she picked up the tunnel. It's always a job when you're walking a course like this, looking for where the dog might see a different line, but I have to say that tunnel wouldn't have looked to me like it was an obvious trap. Oh, beautiful sliding seesaw contact there. Coming back into the tunnel. So you can see they're carrying on as if they're not eliminated, because they've this is an invitation event, obviously, which they've qualified for. And as I said earlier, the top 10 dogs from this will be actually competing at Olympia at Christmas. So next to run we have Selena Bray with agility champion Shanandi One and Only, a miniature poodle. So Selena is part of the Bray family dynasty in agility. And you can see that Shade picked up the outside line around that jump again to come back to the dog walk, but still managed to pick up a nice confident entry onto the equipment. Coming back through the Kennel Club jump and up to the weaving poles. Entering correctly with the first pole on the left shoulder. Selena sending her on into the tunnel and cueing that turn back to the A-frame and standing to make absolutely sure of that A-frame contact. So just the 3 to go now. Come along, Selena. Come on, Shade, concentrate. There we go, there we go. A nice clear round in a time of 49.191. So next to run we have Bernadette Bay with agility champion It's Got Pizzazz, one of Bernadette's lovely homebred Shelties. Lovely tight turnaround 3 back onto the dog walk, and a nice confident running contact there on the dog walk. Bernadette again sends out around that other wing at number 6, coming back down to the seesaw. Bernadette always has this quiet confidence about herself running these dogs. Very experienced handler, and this particular combination is also very experienced, obviously being an agility champion. So just 3 to go now, and deceptively fast, as you can see. There we go, a clear round in 42.896. Right, next under starters orders we have Louisa Jones running Haggis Supper. That's a great name. So a nice tight controlled start there. The dog looked like they were thinking about going around the other side of number 3, but oh, I didn't anticipate that, I have to say. So picked up the wrong end of the tunnel there for an elimination. I think that's the great level about running dogs in agility. You never quite know what's going to happen, what they're going to see, what's going to capture their imagination. So lovely weaves there, and coming back into the tunnel and up to this tight turn back onto the A-frame. So I don't think you should underestimate the pressure of running in the main ring at these events. It's a great experience, but can be quite stressful for both dog and handler. So well done, LUISA and Haggis Supper. Right, next to run we have Karen Hugo with Willow Thorns All That Jazz at Sabre Snipe, Agility Warrant Gold. Oh, look at that tight turn around under the wing of number 3. That was stunning. And again, took a little look at that jump after the dog walk, but safely through that combination. Oh, just picked up a refusal there at number 7. Coming back down now onto the seesaw. And just alighting there before the contact, before the seesaw actually hit the ground, so picking up 5 faults there again. And coming out in the weaves and carrying on to take the next obstacle to be eliminated. That stunning little dog. I'm sure Karen will be happy with that. Right, next to run we have Ros Quayle with Lycosa Terrier Colour Me, a Sheltie. Getting a nice turn around that jumping of number 3 onto the dog walk. But yes, just picking up that jump. There's quite a few, as you've seen, quite a few of the dogs have actually glanced at that jump as they come down the dog walk. Obviously set by the judge as a little bit of a trap for them. And a trap into which quite a few of the dogs have fallen. Nicely through the weaves there and coming around through this. Oh! Up and over the A-frame. So just the last few jumps to go, and as you can see the dog has no idea they've been eliminated. Well, there we go, that's Ros Quayle and Lycosa Terrier Colour Me.